Cuts.
Hello, I'm Sandy Martin, and I'm here to champion for Care Cuts of Knoxville. Do you know that Knoxville has over 3,000 homeless people? And I know we have a lot of wonderful organizations out there to help the homeless. But Care Cuts offers something a little bit different. They offer many services that the others don't. Have you ever thought about how the homeless do basic grooming needs, such as taking a shower or getting their hair cut? When I first learned about haircuts, I was blown away that it was started in 2016 by a local hairdresser and her husband. Now, Marty and Archie could not be here today because Archie's having some health issues. But Haircuts has grown from not only doing haircuts, but to providing meals, clothing, transportation, identification, housing, rehabilitation, and job resources. Haircuts has given over 13,000 haircuts, and Haircuts has provided over 98,000 meals just in this short 7 years. When I heard about them, I just knew this was an organization that our club needed to support, not only financially, but also for service. Haircuts gets no federal money, no state money, and no city money. They need this grant to continue offering the services that they offer. But they also need our Rotary volunteer spirit. There's so many ways that our club can volunteer to help this organization. So I'd like to introduce Janet Bergen. Janet has been on the Haircuts board since 2016. In fact, she's one of the founders of Martin Baker.
Welcome back from Snow Apocalypse. You made it. Congratulations. I'm Jeanette Bergen, and I am one of the managers for the Knoxville market for Regions Mortgage, Regions Bank. And just like you, I'm just another business person. And I went to get my hair cut, and a little woman who I had been seeing for a long time, who had scissors flying around my head, said, "Do you want to help me help the homeless?" And I said, "Sure." And here we are today, and she has slowly but surely changed my life. And she will change yours too. And to begin the introduction to Haircuts, I want you to see a film that has aired nationally. It was commissioned and shot by another Rotarian. So Ashley Finney of the Farragut Group, Farragut chapter. You hear it? Welcome to Haircuts.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Ashley Finney, and today we're going to focus on a different side of Knoxville. During our episodes, you often see us talk about real estate and housing. Today we're going to talk about those that are less fortunate and do not have housing. You're going to see a bridge where people or volunteers are here to help those in need. So come take a look today and see how we can give back to our community and all of those that help make Knoxville a place you want to live. Jeanette?
Hey Ashley.
Tell us what we need to know.
Welcome to Haircuts. Haircuts began April of 2016. Our guests are generally homeless or the working poor of Knoxville. We don't require that they identify as either one. We just host them. Our founder, Marty Baker, and her husband, Archie Baker, had a heart for the homeless. And Marty went under the bridge and fed. Unfortunately, that program was a pop-up, and they came up and they fed, and they were in and out in an hour and a half every Tuesday night. Marty wanted to do more. She wanted to restore their dignity. She wanted to restore their humanity. And she wanted, as a barber, to provide grooming services. So it all started with a haircut.
I came to Haircuts about 4 years ago. I was living underneath a bridge. And I came about with Haircuts because she offered me a shower.
And I was so grateful for that. And I volunteer now Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays to give back.
Your justice means a lot to me. I used to live out in Carm and all that. Marty has helped me a lot. Now I got this job.
If you looked around at the other ministries and at the people, they were getting fed, but they weren't getting their hope and dignity back, which I did behind the chair for 42 years.
Really want to donate to your good? Bring your time.
Take the time to say hello. They want to talk to you. It's more important than anything else you could do to them. I promise you, those of us that have been around these folks, people who've been homeless in the past or on our team will tell you this is the most important thing you'll do today.
That's CareCut. You have all now been, we are located across the street from Adobo Pizza at 519 William Street. With this program, we have mentored and gotten approximately 500 people off the street, working, housing, living the best life that they can. Most recently, Sunday, we got 5 people off the street, 3 into year-long rehabilitation for addiction. So there are 3 legs to the stool of homelessness. They are addiction, mental illness, and lack of housing. CareCut stands in the gap. There are many, many programs out there. We take care of those that no one else can. And we're making a difference one person at a time. The haircut is the carrot that gets them to come in. The food gets them to stay. And then we meet their needs, learn their story, and begin mentoring them towards self-sufficiency, employment, housing, recovery, healing. Are there any questions? Yes, sir.
What would you use the money for, and what's the service component that we would do
Honey, we'll work you to death.
specifically?
So at the first 4 Sundays of the month, we have an event. We feed, we clothe, we shower, we provide medical care, nail services, and we average 75 volunteers a day. We would put you on a food line, you would be serving, you would be getting to know them, they would be getting to know you, you would be selecting their clothing, helping them find their things, listening to their story, and giving them their dignity back. We often have teams of 20 come in. I had 50 freshman pikes one Sunday. Sophomore pikes, sophomore, because they have to be 18. If you're coming by yourself, you have to at least be 18. So yes, we have several things you can do. And it can be, you can work in the laundry sorting on Thursdays. You can come and mentor. You can come feed in the food line. You can, if you know your alphabet, you can do the mail call. You can help in resources. There's all kinds of things for you to do. Christmas and Thanksgiving, that's where my family is. And we love it. My kid doesn't know that other people don't do that. That's just where we go. That's where Christmas and that's where Thanksgiving happens. So what would we use the money for? We have an annual budget of $196,000. So it's up to you where we use that money. We have costs for helping people get identification. Without identification, without a birth certificate, and a social security card, and then a state issued ID, you cannot get housing. That's where the journey begins. IDs are expensive, particularly if you're born out of state and you have to get that birth certificate. So we have that program. We do job readiness. Thank you very much. Does anybody know what the least expensive pair of steel-toed boots are in Knoxville? Let me help you. They're $39 because I bought a ton of them. You can sponsor the dark pants and steel-toed boots of our workforce. We have that program. Other programs send it to us so that we can get people working. We provide lockers for them to store their things. We have we have employers that come to our site to get their people so that they can work. We help them with financial readiness, talking to them about, we help them open a bank account. We help them budget their money so that they can get off the street. The difference between being homeless and not being homeless is a roof and 4 walls. Our goal is to get them off the street. They stand a chance if they don't freeze to death. Any other questions? Just know that there, but for the grace of God, go I. We have attorneys, we have students, we have single mothers, we have single fathers, we have entire families that come through our food line. Sometimes the difference between being homeless and not being homeless is not having to pay for food. Sometimes it's not being able to buy school supplies for your children. Sometimes it's not being able to buy shoes to be able to go to work. Sometimes it's transportation and a bus pass. There's so much that can stand between you and losing your home. Our goal is to keep people in housing and to help them get housing. So how you dictate your money is used is exactly what we will do with it, because there's so much that needs to be done, and you're an integral part of it, of their success, of our success, and of our community. We are our brother's keepers. I thank you for your time.
Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Sandy. What a great organization. Next, we have Friends of the Library and the Non-Education Foundation, to be introduced by Virginia Babb.
I'm excited to introduce a proposal from the Knox Ed Foundation and the Knox County Library. I feel passionate about this project because helping with literacy in our community is so important. Also, this is a collaboration with the Knox County Schools and its supporting organization, Knox Education Foundation, and the Knox County Library. And so it's able to touch 30,000 elementary age school children with the One Big Read, and about 10,000 kids, family members attend the Reading Festival each year. Also, as part of our grant, it's important to have a volunteer component, which this allows many opportunities for that. Volunteers are needed to sticker the 30,000 books before being distributed. Our literacy committee could partner with our chosen elementary school for that year for a kickoff with the books, One Big Read, and the Reading Festival can always use volunteers. I now want to introduce Katie Mixon from the Knox Education Foundation and Jennifer Harrell from the Knox County Libraries to tell you more about this grant proposal.
Hello, I'm Katie Mixon with Knox Education Foundation, here to talk about the One Book component. So, One Book started 3 years ago. This is the 3rd year of its program. It started with a dream. Betsy Henderson came to Rhonda Smithson at Mayor Jacobs' office and said, I have a great idea that partners well with your Read City project. I want to buy a book for every kid in Knox County. And they were like, okay, let's do it. And the first year, they were able to purchase almost 30,000 books for every K-5 student, and those came with videos of local celebrity readers, including our mayors and our superintendent, ice bears, really cool people to children, and us. And it grew wholeheartedly with the help of Knox Ed, and so we've come in the past year and we've really decided to be intentional about our book choice and then our community-wide element. And so now we do purchase 30,000 books for students. And so every student in K-5 gets a book. It's the same book, so it's a shared literacy experience, which is the entire goal. So we want our students in halls to be reading the same books that our students in East Knoxville are reading, that our students in West Knoxville are reading. And they have not only the shared experience within their school building, so our kindergartners are reading that same book as our fifth graders, but also our shared literacy experience across the county. And we have then created lessons and activities for our students to do in May with these books. We added a career component last year. So our book last year, the theme was a little girl. She was a scientist, so it was a STEM theme last year. Our career videos highlighted local agencies and companies that dealt with STEM. So we did anything from food science with Cruz Farm to we did trade and ORML and created videos for our elementary school students to see what those careers would look like in real life. We've grown our partnerships across the community, partnering and in-kind donations with people like Weigel's, the Zoo, the Muse, Cruz Farm. We're partnering this year with Tennessee Achieves to help sticker our books, but also to create awareness around college readiness and college access for our elementary school students. So they're able to see, so like our Halls High School students are gonna sticker their books for their elementary schools, and then they are gonna talk to them about how that volunteerism allows them to access college through the Tennessee Achieves pipeline. And we're really proud of our community-wide element. And so we have a scavenger hunt that goes along with the book. Students receive a little card and they get to stamp their card 3 times. For access purposes, all of our elementary schools count, and then we have local businesses that sponsor, or they don't sponsor, they just are scavenger hunt locations. Anywhere from our libraries to some of our local fire departments to all of our local bookstores are involved. Students get a stamp, they turn it in at the end of the week, and if they want a chance to go to the zoo for a pizza party with the mayor. I was like, oh, that's fun. We had 48 students out of 53 schools be able to attend our zoo pizza party last year, with around 30% being the first time at the zoo. They've never been to the zoo before, so we're very thankful to our partners that allow us to get access to students to open just a slew of possibilities for them. The main goal is this shared literacy initiative. So we have businesses talking about our book. We've got students talking about our book. We've got high school students pouring into our students about a shared literacy experience. We've got our teachers. So this impact is so great and so wide. And we're very thankful for all of that. And it leads right into.
Thank you, Katie, for that segue. I'm Jennifer Harrell. I'm the Development and Engagement Manager for the Knox County Public Library. And the One Book Project, we participate with the One Book Project, but our hope really is to partner this project with the Children's Festival of Reading. So it is the 19th Children's Festival of Reading coming up in 2025. This year, 24 is the 18th Children's Festival of Reading. And we have 3 main goals for the festival. Our goals are to provide access to nationally acclaimed authors and illustrators for all of the families in East Tennessee, to excite children about reading, and to help families see the importance of incorporating reading, literacy skills, and books into their daily routine, and to engage children in the Knox County Public Library's Summer Library Club, which hopes to avoid the summer slide. More on that in a minute. Our authors and illustrators include Caldecott, Newberry, and Coretta Scott King winners. I am sure you have heard of Mo Willems, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, Eric Litwin, Pete the Cat, and Judy Shatner, Skippy John Jones, all of who have been at the Children's Festival of Reading. And this year, in 2024, we are so excited. Ashlyn Anstey, who is the author of the One Book, spoiler alert, don't tell
Do not tell anyone under the age of 12.
Ashlyn Anstey is the author of this year's One Book, and she's going to be with us at the festival. And our plan for 2025 is to do the same, to work with Knox Education Foundation once they've identified their book to bring the author to the Children's Festival. One of the overarching goals of Knox County Public Library is to help children find materials that they really enjoy reading. And a new study just published in the journal Psychological Medicine found that children who read for pleasure show fewer signs of stress and depression, have improved attention, have fewer behavioral problems, engage in less screen time, and enjoy longer sleep, all of which we know benefits their health and their mental health. And I hope you can see from these posters, the festival is fun. It is a ton of fun, all centered around reading. We have book signings, we have author and illustrator presentations, music, arts and crafts, science experiments, storytelling, photo ops with storybook characters, toddler activities, teen activities, and we have 50 community groups that participate with us, all of whom provide arts and literacy activities for all the children who attend absolutely for free. Some of those partners are Central Hispano, the Bottom Bookstore, Zoo Knoxville, The Muse, Children's Diversity and Justice Library, Union Avenue Books. And last year we started partnering with a new organization, the Children's Entrepreneur Market, which is a really interesting partner as well. So let's take a look at the festival in action. This is about a 1-minute video.
It seems like the story time is for the kids, but sometimes it feels like it's for me. You're in this space that's really celebrating being creative, celebrating just having fun and enjoying yourself with reading. It's just such a special thing.
The expressions from the children when I read the story and then, smiles, that's what makes it worthwhile. And this festival is amazing.
So I know that one of your priorities in Rotary is literacy and supporting literacy. So you all know that in Knox County, 43% of our third graders met expectations on English and language arts on the 2023 TCAP test. We know that students living in poverty and students of color typically score 18 to 20% lower than their peers. And this means that still half of our third graders in our community are reading below grade level. We also know that proficiency in third grade has a direct correlation with success in high school and success in academia and in jobs beyond high school. So our final goal through the Children's Festival of Reading is to engage everyone who comes in our summer library club at the Knox County Public Library. And that provides a framework for kids to continue reading over the summer to help avoid the summer slide. So on average, students who are not involved in any kind of reading program or other literacy program tend to lose about 1 month of learning over the summer months when they're not engaged in school. The festival draws about 10,000 participants each year, and last year in 2023, about 3,000 of those children and teens completed their summer reading goals. So we had over 360,000 hours completed during summer reading last year, and more than half of those participants signed up beginning with Children's Festival of Reading in the 2 weeks right after the festival. So in aligning these two projects, One Book Read City and the Children's Festival of Reading, we hope to create a continuum. We hope that kids will participate in the One Book Project in their school, enjoy the book that they read, then attend the Children's Festival of Reading where they can meet the author, and be inspired to sign up for the Summer Library Club with Knox County Public Library. That in turn keeps them reading over the summer and hopefully checking out materials from the public library, and helps to avoid the summer slide so that when they return back to school in the fall, they're ready to continue learning. So on behalf of Friends of the Knox County Public Library, the Knox County Public Library, and Knox Education Foundation, we thank you so much for your consideration of this program, and Kate and I would be happy to answer any questions you might have. Yes?
How is the One Book selected? And does the publisher give that at cost or at a discount for?
Yeah, so we have a book selection committee that consists of some staff from Knox County Schools, local librarians, the children's librarian for the public library, as well as just some community personnel. So I'm given all these lists. So we partner with Scholastic and Penguin, and then some other people. I'll tell you a small story about it, but we have to be able to afford it. So we have to keep our book cost under $250. So our book choices are limited in that regard. Also, we have to pick a book that is appropriate for kindergarten and interesting to 5th grade.
That's
So
a feat.
that is a task. Also, last year, we actually reached out as an independent publisher, and she gave us Zoe and Sassafras for $2 a book. The author said that's the lowest price they've ever done it because she believes in our work and on our program. Things that we love about the books, we really look for series. So one, engagement, two, how diverse characters or things that lead to career exploration, whatever that may look like, depending on the theme each year. And then also series. So Zoe and Sassafras is one of 9 books. We have a multitude of stories of children grabbing Zoe and Sassafras books. We partner with Boys and Girls Club and YMCA. They do book giveaways. They specifically bought Zoe and Sassafras books for like the chapter books. All of them are gone. The Governors Over Literacy Foundation did a book giveaway here. The director told me that this is the only city that they were in that kids even look twice at Zoe and Sassafras books because they have that jumping off point. This year, we strategically chose a graphic novel. We know that graphic novels are a gateway for students. They're a jumping off point. And so our goal is with the library to showcase, okay, this is what you get, right? You get this book, you get to take it home, you get to read it with your class, you get to talk about it. And now your school library is closed for the summer. That's okay, because you have this whole other opportunity in your community. Knoxville is so blessed with so many library locations in so many areas for our students to access. And then those libraries are able to showcase the books that go along with the one book selection that they that we chose that year. So.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Virginia. We have one more, last but not least, Dave Baumgartner, if you would come up to introduce mamas.
Good afternoon. I'm really, really excited about sponsoring and seeing this presentation. I know we're in a hurry, so I'm not gonna tell any of the story because they can tell it so much better. My association with this group is a longtime friend of Tessa's dad, who I played racquetball with. And at one point, he was reading something that I was involved in at Joy and Chocolate Foundation. It said, "You need to talk to my daughter." So I called her. We agreed to meet for coffee at a Dunkin' Donuts. and I was just really to steal Sandy's words, I was blown away. And so it didn't work out that it met our mission. So I said, "You need to apply for the Rotary grant," and here we are. So I'd like to introduce Tess Berger and Courtney Neiman.
Y'all, my name is Tess Freer, and I'm really, really thankful for this opportunity to share with amazing people. I love hearing about other organizations. It takes a village, right? So we're part of the village, and we just wanted to share a little bit about us and our mission. Our mission is helping moms elevate the well-being and dignity of women by providing diapers, period products, and other essential baby supplies. We harness the power of community support so that all families can thrive. So we do this by serving 32 counties, and we serve 70 agencies right now, or a little over 70 agencies. So we partner directly with case managers. And what your funding would go for today is for these kits. So what Courtney has somewhere. So right here, so if we hope to help 400 children, we will take these kits out to our distribution. So we take packs of diapers. That's one of our big things is repackaging diapers and then giving those out to people who need them so that they can, you know, move forward and pay electric bills and pay for books or pay for haircuts or electricity. You know, it's just
ongoing. So we are hoping to do the hygiene kits, and they're gonna go out to all different counties. I've got it broken down, I guess, a little different from everybody else. So it's itemized, but it's about $5,164. So that will go specifically to these items. So you've got your passies, you've got bottles, you've got baby wash, lotion, diaper rash cream, and then baby washcloth, sorry. And so all these things are gonna help to alleviate stress for parents, to keep those babies clean and dry. We will partner them all with diapers so that they can stay clean and dry, and even maybe stay in school. So we do find that some people, if their babies cannot, or if they don't have enough diapers for the daycare, they can't go to daycare, so they stay home. So that is kind of how your money will fund us, and it will go to support these things and keep people in school. How we do this, we collect items. So over half of our budget is in-kind donations. So the community, you've donated, people donate their clothes. We take pack and plays, all things gently used besides car seats. And obviously your bottles have to be new and passies. But we take those things and we have case managers who actually place orders. So we keep case managers at your different agencies from spending their own money. And then this helps them provide direct services like you all do to these families. So meeting those basic needs so that these families can pay attention to the services that these people are providing, whether that is, getting into school or applying for a job, teaching them those things. We provide the basic needs so that they can then focus on those things. So we do have case managers that come pick up and they take them out to these people. So then they don't have to drive to us. That, saves their gas money, saves their time. And then also we do have a van that we take out and do distribution. So we do kits like this that would go out into different communities, again, 32 different counties that we serve, and we always partner with another agency. So that way we're teaching these people or showing these people the resources in their community, because a lot of them don't know that there are these great programs available in their community. They just honestly don't even know to get on, if they even have a computer, to get on, or hey, maybe I could call a resource line. They do not know this. So getting out into the community where they see you, they see our bright van, and they hear about it. Hey, they're giving out stuff, but then there's other resources there that can help move me forward. So that's kind of how we do. So this is just some case managers leaving our space with their arms full. So again, we collect things, birth to age 14, distribute them out. We're helping families focus on critical services and moving them forward. And then families can attend work and school. 1 in 2 U.S. families struggle with diaper needs. So these diapers are going to go along with the kids that you guys will hopefully help us purchase. 22% of children are living in poverty in Tennessee. Essential baby items like diapers and wipes cannot be purchased with SNAP or WIC benefits. A lot of people do not know that. And 1 in 3 low-income women, this means missing work, school, and outings because of lack of period supplies. Those are other things that we take out to these distributions. And children require at least 50 diaper changes per week, 200 diapers per month. So we hope to have all of this together. This is just our last year. We doubled the clients that we served last year, and I think that is just by support like you all. We don't get federal funding or state funding. It is all in-kind donations. It's Rotary clubs. You name it, we're trying to get funding on these programs. So diapers out, 167,000, period products. It was 11,000 last year and over 143,000 this year. And volunteer hours just in the last 2 years, 3,256. So we're hoping just to continue moving forward. We do have people that come into our space and volunteer, help pack these kits together. So you would have the opportunity to do that as well. These are just some of the counties that we serve. The ones with the hearts, we can see that. Need to expand it. And then here's just some of the distributions that we do. That one is in Western Heights, and mamas, grandparents, dads. It is a lot of single mamas that we help, and a lot of grandparents who are taking custody. We get a lot of calls, and they need everything. They need the pass-through, they need the bottle, they need the diapers, they need a packing plate, they need a car seat, they need everything. So we're just constantly trying to meet that need and move these people forward. So there's our van and some of our volunteers, and then that's some LMU girls that come in and volunteer. They do a weekly volunteer. And then just some more volunteers that we have in some ways that you guys can help. Question? Yes, sir.
Could you quickly tell the story of how you realized there was a need for this?
Yes. So my she started actually in Atlanta. They have an office in Norcross and serve over 150 agencies, but she was a case manager. And she realized going to people's houses that they were using paper products and t-shirts for diapering babies. And she realized they're not listening to me. They're not listening to anything that I'm, saying to them. Whatever curriculum I'm bringing out to them, they can't pay attention to it because they don't have their basic needs met. So she started collecting stuff in her garage, and they've grown to serve 150 agencies. And I asked her in 2018 if I could open something here. And so it's just developed and grown. And when people hear about it, they're like, it's for free. Everything goes back out for free. How, and it's just by people like you guys, whether we get this or not. You guys can donate in-kind donations to us. You can do a diaper drive, a period drive. There's just so many ways to help, but that's how it all started. And so we're trying to make a difference one diaper at a time, everything else along with it. Yes, sir.
How many agencies you work with?
Well, there's Bridge Refugee, Care Cuts, Marty, gosh, I met her. We do some with the libraries, we do WIC, health department, like I could go on and on. But churches, we work with Cokesbury, Courtney, Helen Ross McNabb. They've got like 5 different programs that we work with there. So probably you name them. Yeah, YWCA. But we have a whole list. I'm happy to provide that to you guys. Yes.
These diaper bags that you're doing, how are you procuring them today, and how many are you bringing back?
So can you say that again?
How are you procuring the diapers today? How are you getting the diapers today? And then how many are you bringing back?
Okay, so typically we repack them and get them out of the boxes when people donate. We have people that donate, we do distributions, we have families that will bring in their open packages. So say their babies grew out of size 1 and now they're on to size 2, they bring the open diapers to us, and then we put them in packs of 25 and wrap them up. So when we go out to distributions, everybody's getting the same amount of diapers. We are working on some funding where we can give people, more diapers, maybe diapers for 4 months. So it's just all different programs that we're working on to help move people forward. Yes, ma'am.
So one, thank you. Because
Yes.
I'm fairly familiar with you guys from the Pregnancy Help Center. And one of the collaborations that you guys have been able to provide for that center is connecting individuals who probably would not have otherwise sought services to call the center and to receive education services. So being able to learn the skills that are needed in order to care for their children better, in order to care for their older children better, and get resources so that they're not, struggling as a parent, having the confidence to parent. If you guys had a need, I know you put out wish lists, I know you have a need for the physical items there.
Yes.
Are there other non-monetary items that you guys additionally have significant needs for? I know plastic grocery bags are one of the big things that no one talks about, but like we all have a billion in our house.
We pack those clothes in grocery bags.
Guys are constantly searching for in the community.
That we can think of, but grocery bags we do any like bags, because again, they don't have these things. And so we can package, hotel things. When you're at a hotel, you can get those. We can take those and make them into packs and distribute them to people. the big question.
Do you guys do repackaging also of bulk items for feminine products, or do you guys need those in smaller packaged items?
No, I mean, if you dropped off a pack of 100, we're gonna repackage them, because we're getting those period products out to, schools so that they can, go to school and not miss school because of their period. I know it's weird for some people to hear that, but things that I've learned, working here, but it's truth. So, a lot of missions to work towards. Anybody else?
Thank you all for coming today, each organization, for all you do for our community. You know, Knoxville, Spoken, one of the best places to live, and these type of agencies are the reason that we get to vote.